So welcome guys to another video, and in this video we're going to continue talking about discuss both these views and give your own opinion essays. And today I'm going to write a full essay using the notes from the previous video. So let's get to it then. So in the previous video we learned how to write introductions, right? And then today I'm going to finish this essay hopefully. So I had my arguments, right? Bikes. So let's read the introduction. There is a debate over which transport is best to travel in a city, with some saying cars are the optimal transport and others arguing that bicycles are better. In my opinion, while bicycles have some benefits, cars still remain the most effective way to travel around cities as they are safer and offer comfort. So let's say, let me change my arguments here, yeah, a little bit. Offer instead of offering comfort, what about say faster, as they are safer and faster. So that's it. So now, this means that I'm going to talk about this in the first body paragraph, and then I'm going to talk about this in the second body paragraph, and I'm going to talk about this in the third body paragraph. Yeah. So let's get to it then. So all I have to do now is that I have to, come up with one benefit of bicycles. Yeah. What I have in mind is that bicycles can be efficient, can be an efficient way to travel around cities because, imagine traffic jams and traffic congestions, which are quite common in big cities, right? So, in such periods, I guess bikes are a better option for many people because you don't have to wait in traffic congestions if you're riding a bike as much as someone in a car, yeah, as much as drivers. So let's talk about this in the first body paragraph, yeah. So now I'm going to start with a topic sentence, yeah. So I can say this: bikes can be an efficient way to travel in a city. Hmm. So I guess you know the word efficient. Efficient, something. If something is efficient, it is usually related to how much it takes to complete that job or complete that action. So here we're talking about the efficiency of bikes. So now all I have to do is, like I explained in the previous videos, I have to develop this essay. I have to develop this argument. So let's say this. This is because they are not affected by traffic congestions as much as cars, right? So, I mean, this is a rather simple topic, and because of this, I'm not, researching it because, I mean, like I said, it's just a simple topic, yeah? If it was a very difficult topic, if you think that the topic is difficult, then you can do some research using the techniques that I showed in the previous videos again. So now let's continue. So, let's say this advantage of bicycles uh, is especially important during rush hours or peak hours, you can say, during rush hours when there is usually long traffic jam or jams. Okay, jams, I guess, makes more sense, yeah, in urban centers. You see? Now, uh, again, all I'm trying to do is to prove why bikes can be efficient, yeah, or why bikes can be a very good mode of transportation in cities. So, this is because they're not affected by traffic congestions as much as cars. This advantage of bicycles is especially important during rush hours when there are, yeah, because we said jams. Usually long traffic jams in urban centers. Now, I have to state a result probably, yeah. Like those who opt for cycling, rather than taking a car would, let's just say, not only save time, but they also prevent, um, or let's just say, but they are also prevented from the stress of being stuck in a traffic jam. Mm. So I guess that's okay, yeah. So let's read the sorry for that. Let's read the paragraph one more time, yeah. Bikes can be an efficient way to travel in a city. This is because they're not affected by traffic congestions as much as cars. This advantage of bicycles is especially important during rush hours, where there are usually long traffic jams in urban centers. Those who opt for cycling rather than taking a car would not only save time, but they are also prevented from the stress of being stuck in a traffic jam. So here, I guess I need to revise it because I'm saying there are using present simple. And here I used would. So let's say uh can here, yeah? Can not only save time, but they're also from now there's some, paralleling going on here. Okay. So I guess this is good for the first body paragraph, I guess, because we talked about one at least one benefit of cycling, yeah, taking riding bicycles. I mean, depending on depending on how many ideas you have, of course, you can include another argument supporting why bikes are good, but you don't have to. Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about the fact that cars can be safer. But mm, again, we need to do this. We need to do one thing like I mentioned in the previous videos, before you start discussing your own opinion, own arguments, the argument that you actually support, you need to include a sort of a bridge, yeah, to connect the first body paragraph with the second body paragraph, or first part of the essay with the second part of the essay. So that I also said this that this bridge is usually your position, is usually what you said in the introduction, yeah, here. Mhm. So let's include that. Mhm. However, mm, cars are still a better choice mm, to travel in cities. Okay. Now, you see, I restated my position. Basically, this sentence, yeah, cars still remain the most effective way to travel around cities. So I repeated this for a better cohesion, let's just say. I always say this to students. You shouldn't start your ideas. You shouldn't start your body paragraphs like abruptly, especially the second part, yeah, where you discuss your own opinion. So instead, include a bridge to make the connection more smooth. Yeah. So we did that. Now we need to explain this. Yeah. My first idea was that cars are safer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare cars with bicycles, and I'm going to mention why cars are safer than bikes. Look at this. Mm. Despite um, despite the developments or despite the changes, mm, to urban designs in recent years, uh, many cities uh, lack adequate infrastructure for bikes. Mm. So now let me explain what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, adequate means very good. And if you use it as inadequate, yeah, it means poor. Mm. Adequate means good. You can collocate these words with the word infrastructure. I do that all the time. Yeah. Lack adequate infrastructure for bikes. Now I will explain what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is basically bikes do not have, let's just say, designated lanes for themselves. And because of this, they usually have to share the road with other modes of transport, such as motorized transports, right? And this can be dangerous for cyclists, actually. Yeah, imagine having to share the road with cars. Yeah, of course it's going to be dangerous. So now I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, in this sense, in this context, I believe, taking a car is much safer compared to bikes. Yeah. Okay. uh, because of the lack of designated bike lanes, mm, cyclists, mm, or let's just say those who ride bikes, often have to share the road with motorized transports. Mm. So I guess you know what motorized transport means. Yeah, motorized transport basically means a transport that has a motor, let's just say engine. Yeah. So this can be dangerous. Yeah. Um, why can it be dangerous? Yeah. So let's just move it here a little. Okay, despite the changes to urban designs in recent years, many cities lack adequate infrastructure for bikes. Because of the lack of designated bike lanes, those who ride bikes often have to share the road with motorized transports. This can be dangerous, due to the size and speed difference, between cars and bicycles. Mm, I guess that makes sense, right? This can be dangerous due to the size and speed difference between cars and bicycles. Mm. In this context, so now let's uh, mm, cars are a much safer option for travelers. I guess now we have linked this to the topic, yeah? So let's read this paragraph one more time. However, cars are still a better choice to travel in cities. Despite the changes to urban designs in recent years, many cities lack adequate infrastructure for bikes. Because of the lack of designated bike lanes mean lanes specifically for bikes. Yeah, those who ride bikes often have to share the road with motorized transports. This can be dangerous due to the size and speed difference between cars and bicycles. In this context, cars are a much safer option for travelers. So we're done with the second body paragraph. Now we're going to talk about the second body paragraph, right? So what we have to now do is that we're going to take this idea, yeah, like faster, and then develop it in the same way. So cars are also faster than bikes. I guess it's a very short topic sentence, but it's okay, I guess. Yeah. There's no criteria that says that you need to include very long topic sentences. So as long as you're, writing the topic sentence correctly, as long as it makes sense, as long as it presents your arguments, I mean, you're doing good. So let's now we need to develop this, right? So now, if you remember, we actually said that, cars can be inefficient, yeah, during rush hours, right? So let's admit this one more time. Yeah, we say, well, yes, I know that cars can be bad, yeah, during rush hours, but in general, apart from those times, I mean, they are faster, right? Taking, passengers to their destination on time or even before that, in general, faster, right? So even though mm, driving a car can become a nightmare, I guess you know the word nightmare, yeah? A nightmare, if you describe something as nightmare, it is terribly bad, yeah? So during peak hours, now I'm referring to the first body paragraph, yeah? During peak hours, um, now I need to say people can enjoy, or let's just say enjoy, improved mobility. Yeah, mobility is the fact that you can move from one place to another. That's called mobility. Enjoy improved mobility outside of these congested periods. I guess that's a nice word. Congested periods. Mm. Congested means jammed. Yeah, there's no space to move. Congested periods reaching their destinations mm, on time. Okay. So cars are also faster than bikes. Even though driving a car can become a nightmare during peak hours, people, let's just say generally, yeah, enjoy improved mobility outside of these congested periods, reaching their destinations on time. Now, I guess uh, it's rather short for, a body paragraph. So let's add something else. What about an example for this? Hmm, Um, can I talk about, emergency situations? Yeah, I guess I can. So let me just think a little. Cars are also faster than bikes. Even though driving a car can become a nightmare during peak hours, people generally enjoy improved mobility outside of these congested periods, reaching their destinations on time. Mm, So, let me try something. Yeah, the unparalleled or this unparalleled speed of cars. Yeah, I guess you know the word unparalleled. Yeah, it means unique. There's nothing that can match when it comes to speed of cars. I mean, bikes cannot match, right? That's what unparalleled means here. This unparalleled speed of cars, what can um what can I say? This unparalleled speed of cars. I want to talk about emergency situations. Yeah. Um, but I don't know how to put it here. This unparalleled speed of cars is significant, mm, particularly during emergencies. Mm. This unparalleled speed of cars is significant, particularly during emergencies, mm, when people need urgent medical attention. What else? I'm going to do some listing, yeah? So in this situation, in this situation, in this situation, yeah? So when people need urgent medical attention, mm, uh, when they are in a hurry, or last one. Mm, So in what kind of situations, emergency, can it be an emergency? This unparalleled speed of cars is significant, particularly during emergencies when people need urgent medical attention, um, when they're in a hurry, or mm, or when they have to run multiple errands. Yeah, a day. Yeah. So run errands basically means to, go somewhere as part of your job. Yeah. For example, you can go to the bank, you can go to somewhere else as part of your job. Yeah. If you have to run multiple errands a day, basically, cars are your best friend. You don't take a bike, yeah, because it's going to take you forever to run those errands. Yeah. So now let's read it one more time and see if I can add anything else. So cars are also safer than bikes. Even though driving a car can become a nightmare during peak hours, people generally enjoy improved mobility outside of these congested periods, reaching their destinations on time. This unparalleled speed of cars is significant, particularly during emergencies when people need medical attention, when they're in a hurry, or when they have to run multiple errands a day. Um, okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't have to add anything else. Now, I need to add a conclusion here. So, in conclusion, I explained how to write conclusions in the previous lessons. Basically, all you have to do is to summarize the main arguments that you presented in your body paragraphs. This is what I'm going to do right now. In conclusions, uh, bikes have their own unique uh, advantages over cars, mm, as they can swiftly, swiftly means fast, yeah, as they can swiftly go through or navigate through the congestions of cities. Mm. That said, mm, that said means however, yeah, it means however. That said, mm, cars are the best, way to travel in a city as, what was it? As they provide safety, and that said, cars are the best way to travel in a city as they provide safety and what else? This one, yeah. As they provide safety and they are faster than bikes. They are generally faster than, let's just say generally faster than bikes. I guess I don't have to add this one. So anyway, I guess that's it. Yeah, in conclusion, bikes have their own unique advantages over cars as they can swiftly navigate through the congestions of cities. That said, cars are the best way to travel in a city as they provide. So let's change this one up because they provide safety and they are faster than bikes. Now, that's basically it. Of course, I'm going to, have it checked by ChatGPT and include any changes that I like. Yeah. So how many words there are? So 310 words. I guess that's perfect. 310 words. So, anyway, let's recap what we had today. Yeah. So basically you repeat the same things that I explained in the first couple of videos. You present the topic sentence, you develop it, and after you develop it, you start discussing your own arguments, discussing your own opinion. But before you do that, you need to include some bridge for a smoother transition, yeah, from the first part of the essay to the second. And after that, again, you will, develop, you need to present your arguments and you need to develop them, and you basically repeat the same thing. And for the conclusion, again, you do the same thing. You're going to summarize the main arguments that you presented in your body paragraphs. So that's how you usually write essays. Yeah. So that's it. And I'm going to improve this essay with ChatGPT again and send the improved version to you guys. So thank you for your attention. See you in the next videos.